Yeah, hello guys. You are welcome to the Java Academy. In this video, we are just having a sort of introduction into data structures. So I didn't. It's intentional of me not to write data structures and algorithm because I want to take algorithms in a separate set of tutorials. But this particular tutorial uh, is focused on the different, most of the major data structures that we have and that can be used. So when we understand all of these data structures, then we move on to the study of algorithms proper. So here, as you can see from this diagram, so the whole idea is data structures, and then you have a number of data structures on the left, a number on the right, and then strings right here in the middle. Okay, so the guys here on the left are basically linear data structure. The guys here on the right are non-linear data structure. Okay, so the linear data structure, guys, you have the likes of your arrays, your queues, your stack, hash table, linked list, and so on. And then, so this is going to be our first focus in this study of data structure. So the way it's going to be is that we are going to take a look at arrays. We make series of videos on that topic of arrays, and then we move on to the next, and to the next, and to the next. So people might wonder why they need to study data structures. So firstly is that if you want to take your programming skills to the next level, you want to crack that foreign job code. So data structures is very important. Most of the foreign companies, the likes of Google, Facebook, and so on, will not pay you big money until they test your knowledge of data structures and algorithms. So very, very important to understand. Then aside that, learning data structures and algorithm allows you to efficiently implement whatever project you are working on. So take for example, look at linked list here. So it's an efficient way of handling your social media videos, your video playlists, and so on. So it allows you to keep a connection to the previous videos, to the next videos, and then the current video. So typically linked list actually helps you to do that. So the decision of choosing to use a linked list rather than an array or a queue and so on is actually informed by your knowledge of linked lists, their time complexity, the space complexity of performing different operations under a linked list. So then outside that, you have the arrays. So if you are going to work on projects like your board games and so on, so an array is your best bet. And when we actually come to, uh, we are going to be starting out with arrays, of course, and then the best way to actually see an array is to actually visualize a train. So a train is basically the U and arrays. Why it is like a train, I'm going to explain further in different sort of videos. And then looking at a queuing system. So a queuing system is basically um, is a queue actually. So a typical example of a queue is your ticket booking system. And you go to a train station or you book your tickets online. So tickets are actually issued out to customers on a first come first serve basis. So that's basically a queue. People are queued, and then the first guy to enter the queue is the first person to be served. The second guy to enter the queue is the second person to be served until there is no longer any space. So typically, when you are handling a project like a ticket booking system, so a queue data structure is your best guide to use. Then of course there is the stack. So the stack data structure is basically um, a lasting first out. Uh, it makes use of a lasting first out uh, method of working, right? So basically like the opposite of queue. While the queue is a first in first out, the stack is a last in last out. So last in first out. So it's you can imagine a stack to be like you are washing plates, right? So when you wash a plate, the moment that one is done, you put it probably on a desk or a table. Then you wash the next plate. You put it on top of the first plate that you had washed previously. And then when you're actually trying to probably pick a plate to use, the last plate to have been stacked is the one that comes out first. So that's basically a stack. And a typical implementation of a stack, you have your call log on your phone. Okay. So the last call you make is the first one that exists on that shows up on your call log. So another example is your browser history. Your most recent search item or your most recent visited site is the first one that shows up in your browser history. So and then typically you have your hash table as well. So later on we'll take a deeper look at each of all of these guys, and then we come into the nonlinear data structures and then to strings. So the strings is a bit dicey to classify it under linear or nonlinear, but basically it's probably the most popular used data type, okay, and one of the most popularly used data structures. So this is just an introduction to a series of classes that's a series of recordings that would come on each of these different data structures. So I encourage you to stay tuned and join us on this journey of mastering data structures and then algorithms. Thanks.